Welcome to the instructional walk around video for Carado i338 Emotion Edition. So starting from the passenger side, at the rear we have rear entrance locker area, gives you access into the garage. It's one key to operate these. Twist the locks, put the key in, turn it horizontal, and then they will simply just push and stay in. Just like that. That's how you lock it. And to unlock it, simply turn the key. It will come out, and that will allow you to open the locker door. Same on both sides. Forward of that, you've got the Truma vent. So this is your vent for your heating and your hot water. It does get warm, so just be careful. Forward underneath, lower down, we have your drain water valve. So this releases the water by turning it quarter turn to empty the wastewater. That's anything you've put down the shower and the plugs. Above that is your freshwater fill. So simply just put your key in, turn it, open that up, and put your hose pipe in to fill it up. There is a drain point inside, which I'll show you in a moment. Put the cap back in and it locks again with the key. One key for all the outsides. Forward of that is your diesel. You use the main Fiat key and your AdBlue below. Inside the door, just located just there, is your bonnet release catch. So simply just pull that down and that releases the bonnet. The bonnet lifts up. Like so. So it lifts up and then drops down out the way to give you access. Screen wash is easy accessible there. Dipstick and oil is located there. On the opposite side we have, under the little cap there which you use your key, is your positive terminal for jump starting, and then just up here on the little metal bolt we have the negative point. That's located there. You can see we've got plenty of space in there. There's nothing else that you really need to gain access to, and then lifts up and simply locks in place. Forward of that, this particular model has been fitted with an awning on the side. This is a dual awning. We have your habitation door, which simply opens just by pulling the handle, just like that. An external barbecue point, which has been retrofitted. This is your isolation, so twist to open, twist to go on. Once you've got gas on the vehicle, the hose will then connect to your outside barbecue point. So in transit, you would remove that and pop the lid down. Behind that, we have your toilet cassette, just located there. Lift up the little handle, slide it out. Just like that, lift it up. Take off the blue cap at the top, it's a screw cap. Press the little blue button at the bottom. Tip it upside down to empty it. Clean it out. Put in your chemicals or your little sachets into the top. Put your cap back on. Turn it round. Slide it back in and it will just clip in place just there. You do have a handle as well. You must make sure that the toilet cassette blade valve inside is closed before you're trying to remove that. I'll explain that later in the video. So that is your toilet cassette. Again, locks here with the key. Behind that we have mains inlet point for getting power to the vehicle. Behind that we have the gas locker area, which will take 2 gas bottles, just connecting through the pigtail that's supplied with the vehicle. Just there. Please make sure you leave these vents free of obstruction so the gas can escape safely out of that locker area. Behind that, twisting, again, you have the garage area, which has the awning pole, toolkit, a light, a main switch, your arms for the bike rack, and this again has a bike rack fitted to the back. You simply pull down, connect the arms onto the rail here, depending on how many bikes you want. This is set up for 3. And then above that you have got a reversing camera. It is a twin camera and it's built into the brake light just on the back of the vehicle up there. On the top up here, side of your fridge vent, you have an awning light, so that's an exterior light, a coat hook, and you can manually lock the vehicle from inside by pressing that button in. That is also how you open the vehicle when you come to open the vehicle on leaving the vehicle. Control panels on these are very simple. You'll see straight away just above the fridge there's a control panel area, and we have an indicator to tell us that we're plugged into mains. Simply to get the power to work in the vehicle, press that button. You'll see there's another indicator. Automatically your pump will be activated, so you don't need to turn any water pumps on, but you must make sure that you close your water taps, otherwise your pump will keep running. Top button, when you press and hold it, will give you power into the leisure battery. Button underneath will give you your level of your freshwater, and the button underneath that, if there is any in, will give you a level of your wastewater. So dead simple. When you're exiting the vehicle, turn off that. When you're coming into the vehicle, turn it on. You'll see straight away that your light switches throughout the vehicle will then turn on, and you have several of these located throughout the vehicle. To turn on the power to the fridge, press and hold that button. You will see that the display illuminates. By pressing this button, you can select which option you want. So gas, automatic, which automatically searches the source that you're connected to, manual option for the electric. The battery will only work when the engine's running, and again most people will then use the automatic, so quite simple. On this side of it is your coolness, so from the warmest to the coolest setting. It is all in the handbook, so you can follow the handbook for guidance, but really simple. Press the little lever down to open up the fridge, and you'll see the little light comes on, and the same for the separate freezer compartment. When you're finished using it, you simply just press and hold that, and the display will go off. Below that, we have got storage area. You must make sure that these are popped in before travelling. On the kitchen side of it, we've got a bin, just located there, and again, more storage. Again, making sure that we press the button in. Utensil drawer, just located there. Often forgot, little light switch underneath here turns off the ambient lighting. Sometimes forgotten. Cooker unit, we've got a oven grill on this particular model. So grill to the right, oven to the left. Just remembering to ignite it once you've turned your gas on, and leave your grill open when you're grilling. Close the door when you're using it as an oven. Above are your isolation points for the gas systems. So fridge, cooker, heating system, and your grill and oven billet. Don't isolate your gas here, please always isolate it from the actual bottle itself. To the side of that, we've got a main socket and another light switch just in that location, just there. To the side of that, we've got a storage unit for hanging, just in there, quite a good usable space. And above that, we have got your 3-burner hob. So literally turn that, and then you will need a little igniter to ignite it, but each of those does, as it's labelled up just here, each of the items. Please let it cool down before you close the glass lid, otherwise it will shatter everywhere. Next to it is your sink, lifts up, just make sure that you move your tap away and the handle away. When you want to run the hot water or the cold water, you just need to turn it left for hot, right for cold, and that should steadily stream out like that. As soon as you turn it off, the pump will stop. Above that, we've got an extractor fan and a light. So again, the light just turns on and off, and the extractor fan just goes on or off, depending on which way you turn the little switch just on the top there. Above it, we've got another mains point to the left hand side and a couple more light switches. Plenty of storage in the cupboard spaces. Above, on this particular model, deep storage. You can remove the drawers depending on where you want them located. And again, we've got a booklet and pack with everything that we're going to explain to you today inside there. Not forgetting the little cupboard space at the side of the door. Going to the back of the vehicle, we have a few different configuration options that you can have on this particular model. So we can have the full bedded area by putting the cushions just in place as you are there. The other ladder is for the front bed. You can then change it and have it just as a single, just like so. So again, steps up to gain up access up into there. And then again, we've got storage underneath. So you will see just in this little area down here, we have a frost protection valve. It's just located in that area there. You'll see there's a little blue triangle. Now when it's facing across the vehicle, pointing from left to right of the vehicle, and the blue button is pressed in at the side, it will allow your heating system to fill up with water. When it is front to back of the vehicle, it will allow water to drain out of the boiler. It's quite important this, because you won't be able to get hot water without this in the right position. So as you see it there with the diamond pointing from side to side of the vehicle and the blue switch pressed in, you will be able to get water to fill up the boiler. If you want to empty it, you simply turn the diamond and it will open the blue valve, and that will empty the boiler of the water. I will show you as it's a little bit dark in this area when you come and collect it, just to reassure you, but I think you'll find it's quite simple once you know where it's located. That's your frost protection valve. On the other side, we have your main Rcd breaker. So that is just located just there, just like a domestic Rcd breaker at home. So you shouldn't need to worry too much. The top left hand side, you have a little circle, a blue circle, which is your test button. If you don't think you're getting power into that, please just open that test, press that test button, and that will tell you. Forward of that, into the rear area, we have got your windows, which has fly screens and blinds, and these are fully opening windows by pressing in the middle button on either side, opening up, and then securing these by just tightening them clockwise. Bear with me. Just like that, to leave the window open at the desired angle that you want. To close the window, just simply release them and it will allow the window to fall back down, and then clip it back in place. Same throughout the vehicle on both sides. The roof light above has a blind and a fly screen located on it, and these headkeys open by pressing the button down, pulling towards you, and then back up and clipping in place when you're moving away. Underneath you've got light switches just located there, and on the little downlighters you've got switches on either side. Again, plenty of storage in the area. To release the handles, you press that down, which releases the little fit in there, and you'll hear a defined click when it's in place. You do have the nettings as a decoration, finishing fabric for that. And again, we do have a curtain that goes across from the front to the back to screen it off in an evening. Moving forward into the bathroom, we're utilising the swing room option. Light switch just located there, and you must press that in to release it and then pull it all the way around. That allows then the unit to open up. For you to use it, you've got an opening hatch above, which simply just opens by pressing up and then closes like so, and again just presses in place. You've got a towel rail that pulls down, or hanging up the coats if they're wet. Just the shower's located just there, and your mixer tap is located just there. Again, when you're bleeding the system from the boiler, you'll need to make sure you've done the same with the shower. Get it back in place, just lock it, and it locks in place just there. Toilet wise, I mentioned earlier the fact that you will need to close the valve, and that is located in the toilet itself. You operate that using the little handle at the side of it, and you pull it towards you, to open the valve and away from you to close it. Make sure it's closed before you are trying to pull the toilet cassette out. And to flush the toilet cassette, it's just the button there. Storage at the side, again using the push fittings, is just there. So again, good storage. And you've got a couple of coat hooks, towel hooks and bathrobes just there. Moving forward, we have dual USB charging points. The windows are the same throughout, up until the cab area, and the cab area is covered with the concertina blinds at the both sides, which go all the way down to the front. And then the front ones, you'll see the black handles either side, just here and here. They concertina together and magnetise in the middle to cover, just as I'm going to show you now. Just like that. So in an evening, you need to fold the chairs down to get to the drop down bed above. And the lights above it simply just turn on and off whenever you use it. You use the little handle here, just lift it that way, and the seats fold down. To drop the bed, press the handle across and pull the bed down. Just leaving it just like that. You've got your own light and your own roof light just above. Curtains there to screen off the area, and your ladders to gain access up onto the bed. Little curtains come down either side just to nice and discreetly cover the area. And again, same with the roof lights as I showed you previously. Just press the buttons, but they too also have fly screens and blinds. To pop it back up, you remove the ladders and simply pull the handle towards you, and it just clips in place just like that. Once the seats are back up, you can adjust the armrests, the back position, and then you can swivel it back down using this little handle here, which you push towards the cab to swivel just like that. The cab itself has got a passenger airbag, glove box, drink holders, cab air conditioning, manual gearbox. Your indicators are just there, and your speed limiter and cruise controller on the left. Your trip counter and your windscreen wipers are just on that side of it. Then you have your mirrors and your heater fan just to that side on the right hand side. We've fitted additional to the vehicle a double din Pioneer unit. I will do a separate video on this for you. And again, you've got the Fiat phone or tablet or Bluetooth holder just there, which you clip together and push back down. Table wise, the table is fully removable. So to lift off the table, turn it to the angle that you see just like that, and then lift it up. Just like that. It will extend, and you'll see that you'll just need to loosen the little clips underneath to extend it, and you'll have another main socket just underneath there. The vehicle is a 4-seat belted vehicle, and you'll see the seat belts are just located there. You can put them behind your cushions if you wish to do so. Underneath this forward facing seat, here is your drain point for your freshwater tank. So to drain the tank, you must turn this black wheel anti-clockwise. That will empty any water that is in the freshwater tank there that you've used for the filler point on that side. To fill it up, so you'll hear there now water coming out. To fill it up, there's 2 stages. First click is 20 litres, and then continue going. That will fill the tank up to its full capacity of 120 litres. If you want to see what's in the tank, you can look under the blue cap, or up on the display like I showed you earlier, you have an indicator to tell you what is in the tank just up there. Last but not least, we have the heating on the hot water controls, which is indicated just here on the display panel. So first of all, you want to change the temperature that you want it in the vehicle. So turn the dial round to the desired temperature and press the button in. I tend to skip the next one to do the fuel source so you don't get the vehicle tripping out if you don't have a fuel source started, i.e. the gas. So on this particular one, I would select 1 kilowatt electric. You can also select mix 2, which is 1 kilowatt electric, 2 kilowatt electric and gas. Mix 1 is 1 kilowatt electric and gas. You have the option of gas only if you're wild camping, and then all the way to the other side you have the option of 1 or 2 kilowatt electric. Once I've selected that, then you can go to your fan speed and either select Eco, which is a slow, High, which is a fast, or once you've selected high and the fans run for approximately a couple of minutes, it will then allow you to select the boost option, which puts all the attention to getting the vehicle warm away from the water. Now if the vehicle's empty of water, you don't need to worry about the heating working. You can just have this function here turned off. If you want the hot water to heat up, so we've got Eco, which is at 40 degrees, Hot, which is at 60 degrees, and Boost, which takes all the power to get you up to 60 degrees as quick as possible, but at the detriment to your heating. To use the two together, you would generally go hot and then high. The option further down here at the bottom is your timer sequence. The next one along is the time, so you can set the time when you're at the site. And the last option here, you will need to know this for resetting the boiler. Should you try and operate it without electric or gas, it will go into a lockout. So you would then need to press it through to reset, press reset, preset will then appear, and you would press it again and it would restart the system just like rebooting your phone. One thing I tell my customers is, before you turn off the unit, which you do just doing this, I always get you in the mindset of leaving the appliances on until you've turned it off. Once you've turned it off, go and turn your electric and pull off your gas. And then when you are going to the campsite, plug in your electric, turn your gas on first, and then turn your heater on. It will stop any unnecessary error codes appearing when you get on the campsite. Above the unit here, we have a satellite system fitted to this one. I will show you on the day when you come down here to operate this unit. It's a teleco system, so I'll explain that in the demonstration when you're down here. The navigation unit, I'll just explain now. The unit we've fitted has DAB+. It's all touchscreen, so radio options just there. The centre button gets you back to your home. We have got your nav, which is loaded up once you want to do it in that respect. You can set this to be vehicle specific. We have Bluetooth. We have a point if you want to hook it up, which is just located just in there for any media contacts. We have phone options, so mirroring. You can play your phone mirrors through that. Mute button, just there. Volume button, just above. And the unit is integrated into the reverse camera system on this particular vehicle, which once we've started up the engine, will, just as you've seen there, slight delay, but will operate your rear view camera. I hope you'll find the handover instructional video useful. We hope you enjoy it. Please send us your feedback, and if you've got any queries or questions, please don't hesitate to contact us with any of them. Thank you.